This is a Defender 110, the XS. So it looks so nice from outside. Look at even the lettering. When you land your fingers on the letters, you just feel that sleek and premium feel. So it reminds you that you're driving a car that only you're in the Elite Club. Look at this badging. This is a badge of honor, the Land Rover. It looks nice. And at the lower section, you get these lights, the LED lights. You also get the fog lights and also the air intake. As you can see, these are the fog lights. So when you are going at night, and also you have also the sensors at this point. How do you see this car, guys? So even when you are going to an event, the car already announces your arrival. So there's an air intake here. This is where the car breathes. As you know, we need a lot of air intake because this car is using turbo. So whenever you want more power, there's also the areas where for aesthetic purpose, but those are not for the air intake. Look at also the black bonnet decal. It reminds you that the car that you are driving, it's so nice and premium. The premium finishing, the color, this is called Gordon Stone. Look at also the etching of this decal. So look at also the bonnet. This engine is the Igam engine. So this is the latest engine from the Land Rover. This car can do 0 to 100 in only 8 seconds because it's an inline 6. It delivers a lot of power, and also it comes with a turbo. So whenever you want more power, you get it from the turbo. So because this car actually it's made to go that extra mile and that some. Let me close the bonnet. Now I can also show you the windscreen. So this is a heated windscreen, and also it has the lane sensing. It will start. There's also the side profile. Let us move to the side. Look at these alloy wheels. They are so strong. They come as from the factory, and you can go anywhere without even caring about the terrain or the rugged terrain. So it is so strong. And we have also the side mirror. Let me show you. So this side mirror has a camera. My camera person can show you. This is the camera, as you can see when you zoom it. This is the camera that shows you the 360 degrees camera view, so you can see from any area. These are the time you open this door, it opens so gently. And then once you look at this car, we have, first of all, let me get inside. From the door panel, we have the child lock, which is here, where you can lock or you can engage or disengage the child lock. And then here is the one that you can now control your side mirrors. So we also have the memory seats, and you can see now for this car we have 3 positions for memory seat. So we have memory 1, memory 2, and memory 3. So if you are sharing this car with your colleagues, like your family members, your wife, or maybe your son, you can always set your configured design of the seats and the steering columns using this one. Next, we have a very premium and unique feature. This one is called the clear exit. As you can see, this is a technology that has been fitted in this car, so that when you are opening the door, so if you're opening the door, we have sensors at the rear. So those radar sensors, they check if there's a pedestrian or anybody who is approaching from behind. So if there's somebody approaching from behind, this clear exit will warn you to stop opening the door until it checks maybe there is nothing that is approaching from behind. So this one will prevent from any accidental opening of the door, and then you are slamming the door to an oncoming pedestrian or an oncoming car. So this is a clear exit, and it is fitted on all the 4 doors. So this is the switch where you can either engage or disengage. And also you can see from the from the mirror also it shows you. So let us come now to the inside. As you sit in this car, it feels, check also, this car has the Meridian sound system. So we have the Meridian sound system, we have the Meridian surround sound system, and we have the Meridian signature sound system. There are three. So this one is the entry level, and it is the Meridian sound system. It is still very, very powerful. As you can feel, it uses the digital surround system, so that all the speakers, you can feel a good sound when you are playing your music from inside. Also here it is metallic, so it feels so premium. This door handle to open, it feels so premium. So, and then we have now the ones for the locking and unlocking switches, so they are just here. So let's go inside. So when you step in this car and you step inside, you can feel even the premium and the luxury feeling. From the steering wheels to the driver's cluster, to the instrument cluster, to the controls, and also these parts here. There is a sound system also here, the speakers. It feels so premium. Every detail has been meticulously designed to suit every need. So it is just luxury at another level. Let me take you through the instrument cluster and also this driver's control. So to start with, we have the gear knob, where when you want to control your knob, there's a button here where you press, and then now you can shift. So you press it, and then you can shift it. So you can shift it either into reverse, into neutral, into parking. Also you can put in sports mode and like that. The start and stop engine buttons is right here next to you. So it's just Land Rover has put it here. So it is just near. Then we have to these controls. At the extreme end here, we have the one for controlling the volume. So this one you can adjust the volume, and also you can put it on and off. And you can see as you turn it, when you mute it, you can see it is being muted. So you can see, let me mute it and let me put it back. So, and then you can also increase the volume. Next to that, we have your controls for the climate. So where you can increase now the climate. You have also the fans. This one is the front and rear defrost, and also when you come to this other point, you have, and then here we have the terrain progress control, where you can adjust and set the speed. If for example you are moving downhill and it's a very rugged place, you use this one. So this is the button that you use to set the speed, and then you can set it maybe into 20 kilometers per hour as you concentrate on the wheel and look at in front. So the car will maintain that small speed for like 20 kilometers per hour. Here is where now you can adjust the vehicle height, and also you can lower, or also you can lock. So if you want, for example, to adjust it up or down, you use these buttons here. This one is for the dynamic stability control, so you can either put it on, you can engage it or disengage it. Next we have the load traction control, where you can adjust it here. We have the AC here. You can set it either into auto, and also you can put it either, if you want to engage it, so you just press it and then you engage it. Then you can adjust, as you can see from this button here. If you press this one, you can see now you have pressed this one, so this one gets engaged, and then you can adjust now the AC speed. So you can either increase the fan speed, so you can go to maximum, and also you can go on this other side to minimum. Then also you can press it, and then you can now adjust the seat. So you can adjust the temperature of the seats, so either hot or cold. If you go to this other side, you go to hot or cold. So once you press it, you can take it maybe from the seats, and also as you can see, you increase the temperature of the seats. So it comes with heated and cooled seats. So you can see and you control all that by just pressing. So, and then if you want now to go into terrain response systems, the terrain response control, you press this other part. So you can see the arrow is pointing to this one. So once you press this one, you can see now this one is the one that is engaged, and you can see also from the instrument cluster. So it is the one that is engaged, and now you can move to change into different from mud and lats to sand to lock roar, and if you are wading through water, you can wade that. So you can either use any that you want. If you are moving in a very slippery area, you can use that sand. So you can change if you're going into comfort mode or the eco mode, you can just use that one. So we have finished that one, and then to disengage, you do that. So if you want to control the temperature on both sides, you press auto, and then you can either control both of those ones, so they will be locked together, and you can see like right now they are both controlling the seat temperature or the fan speed. So let's go to the instrument cluster. So this instrument cluster is very intuitive. So let me show you. So you can connect your phone. You can also connect the media. So either you can add a Bluetooth, you are listening to a radio, or maybe the FM or the AM. Let's go back. So this one is the slope assist. So if you go to the slope assist, you can see that there is more information that will just guide you on how you're supposed to do if you are moving, for example, in areas where you're wading through water, or maybe it's rough areas. So you can see the altitude, you can adjust the altitude. You can also see the suspension and the lock differential. Is it center locked or rear diff locked? So you can see all those, and also when you move like I'm turning now the front wheel, and you can see when I'm turning the front wheels, you can see what is happening here. And also if you want to lock, for example, the front and the rear wheels to move the same time, you use that one. And then if you are wading through water, you can see you can wade through a maximum of around 0.9 meters. So this one is the 4x4 information, and then you can see the wading information, and you see this car comes with wading sensors. And then you can also get the terrain response information. So if you are moving through grass, gravel, and slope, it will show you. You can only use this one where you are moving through a loose or slippery surface. If, for example, you want to know the information about the mud and lats, where should you use it? You use it when you are crossing the muddy and slippery, deeply rutted areas. If you are going through sand, it will tell you when to engage or disengage it, and lock control just like that. So after that, we also have other settings that you can set, also the instrument cluster. So either the screen, the themes, and the auto brake hold. Also, you can customize the home screen if you want. You can either edit the way you want. You can set the sound system. Do you want it, maybe, for example, to have more treble, bass, and how you want? Also, where do you want that sound to be coming from the center, from the layer, or where do you want, maybe, for example, your system to be operating the sound? And then you can also see you can see the accounts. So in this car, you can set different accounts that you want. You can also go to the connectivity, and you can connect through the mobile, the Wi-Fi, and also other connections. You can also see the vehicle information, where you have the service information of this car. You also have the driving assistance. So the driving assistance, like the cruise and the speed limiter, where you can also see from this position, where you can control the speed limiter, and you can set the cruise control. So this one, you can set it from here, or also you can check this one, and then you can now adjust here. So you can put it either as off, on, or the way that you want. This car also comes with a parking assist. As you can see, you can have the rear traffic monitor. If there is an obstacle from behind and you are reversing, this car will check and then it will warn you. So you can either engage or disengage. And we also have different warnings. Do you want it to play a tone, or also you want it to brake automatically? So if you are reversing and then it sees an obstacle, how do you want the car to behave? So we also have what is called another driver assistance called the collision avoidance. So if you are moving forward, you can either see that you can have it as off, or maybe the normal, or the early, or the very early. So the early is that once it detects something in front, it will warn you immediately. Or you want it to be very sensitive, just tiny something that may be moving from maybe approaching you from, or you are approaching something, so it will warn you very early, even before you reach there. And also you can have it as on or off. We also have what is called the emergency braking. So this car will brake automatically once it detects something. You also have what is called the lane keeping assist. So when you're moving and then you divert away from that lane, it will warn you. You also have what is called the driver condition monitor. So this one has some cameras in this car where it monitors your driving behavior and how you are responding to the car when you are driving. So if it detects a variation, it will warn you that maybe you are feeling maybe you are getting exhausted, and it will suggest, for example, you should take a rest. So those all are the driver assistance. You also have what is called the safety and security, where you have the last alarm trigger, you can trigger it. We have the what is called the two-stage unlocking. So what it happens in the two-stage unlocking, when engaged, once you press the unlocking key, it will unlock first of all the driver's door, and then once you enter inside, you can now unlock the other doors. If you disengage it, even when you open the car, it will open all the doors. So if you are just driving alone in this car, it's good to engage this car into this two-stage unlocking, so that once you unlock, it only unlocks your door, so the other doors are left intact. We also have what is called the driver away locking. So once you start driving, you can set, do you want all the doors to lock automatically once you reach maybe 5 miles per hour or 10 miles per hour? So once you start driving, it will detect now you are driving, and then it will just lock all the doors automatically. Let us now look at the exterior light. So it also comes with adaptive driving beam. So this one automatically optimizes the high beam. So if you are driving and there is a car that is coming, it will block that section. So remember, this car comes with a technology on the lights, where it has so many pixels. So each pixel produces light. So if there is a car that is coming, that area where that car is approaching, it will be blocked. We also have what is called the convenience. So we have the convenience features for the windows. You can see we have the global close, the global open. Once you press the button, so all the windows will open or close. We also have the vehicle access. So it will adjust the height when you want to enter the car. We also have the wipers. So it comes with the lane sensing wipers and the winter wiper pack. So those ones are self-explanatory. We have the cabin lighting, and also you can change the unit, for example, from miles per hour to kilometers per hour, depending on where you want. You can also see, for example, the pressure, the temperature, and all those. So those are some of the, and these are the ones that you can customize. Maybe you are not using all those, but there is the one that you're using, so you customize. You can also see, like, for example, the energy, what is consuming a lot of energy in this car. Is it the AC? Is it the layer defrost, or the windscreen, or maybe the heated steering wheel, or the lights, or the heated seats? So you can just see. And also you can get, for example, your driving style, how you're driving your car. You can also get the eco tips, how you can get more information on how to optimize, or how to improve the efficiency on the speed and the engines, and maybe on how you are applying the brakes, how you are driving, your driving history, like that. So there is so many other, also the economy and all this. So we also see the history. How have you been driving? And then it will let you from 0 to 50. So are you driving well, or maybe in this journey A, trip B, like that. So you get all that. So this is the driver's instrument cluster. As you said, we can also optimize. Sorry. So you can not optimize. You can also customize. You can also customize according to what you want it to appear at this position. So let us go now to, as you can see, there are so many things. This is just in a nutshell. We also have the driver's cluster. So that was the instrument cluster. We also have the driver's cluster. So for the driver's cluster, you can see the whole of this, it's a digital system. So there are no arrows, they are not those analog pointers. So it's a digital. So once you put the car on or off, you can actually see how it behaves. So you can also customize this one depending on what you want, and you use these buttons here. So once you press this button here, as you can see, you can get now what you want, and you can customize. And these are the arrows. So if, for example, you want to customize anything, you can use these arrows, and you can also see all the information that was just in the instrument cluster. You can see it on the driver's cluster. So you can move, for example, to your this. You can either put, and it's very, very cold. So here it is very cold. So you can put your drinks here. So this is not the normal Defender. So this is a premium Defender. The normal Defenders do not come with this refrigerator compartment, but this car comes with the refrigerator compartment. So you can put your cold drink here if you're moving to a longer distance. And then you have your normal cup holders here. You have your wireless charger here. And then here we also have some chargers for the USB. And also you have another one here. So if you want to plug your 12 volts AC, so DC, you can you can plug it there. Step inside. There is also the clear exit, as you can see. So if you want, for example, to open your door, so let's say, for example, you want to open your door. So we have the clear exit that will check for you if there's a pedestrian that is approaching you from behind. So if you're opening your door and there's somebody approaching from behind, this one is the one that you can see. It will illuminate once I open, and then you can now open. So it will check for you if there is somebody approaching from behind. It will guide you. So once you cross it, it goes off. Now this car also, at the center here, we also have some cup holders, and we have also these head bolsters so that you can also feel you can rest your head very well. We have enough room here if you are tall, and also we have some lights here. So these are lights that you can turn on and off, and also we have some display here that you can also see the isofix for the seats. For example, you have a small child that you want, for example, to put their seats here. You also have the isofix. So this is a 7-seater. As you can see, we have now more seats, but these layer seats, they are quite small, so maybe only the children can fit there. But now if you have a family with small kids, they can also rest there. So let us go to the back, or you open the bonnet. So there's a switch here that you press and then you pull. So this car opens 90 degrees, as you can see. Now with these layer seats, if they are put up, we have some space here that you can put your storage, but actually the space is quite small. And then you have some lights that also you can use to put your things at night. So also on this other side, you have a place that you can plug in your 12 DC supply, and then here is where you can now raise or lower your car. So there's a button here that you can use to raise or lower your car. So let us close this one. So look at the boxy lights. So they pays homage to the Defender lineage. So the Defender, from the time that it was manufactured in 1960s, it has remained with this lineage of boxy style. So this new Defender, it also comes with this boxy tail lights. So it pays homage also to the overall Defender, how it looks. And these are the sensors that checks if there is something that is approaching from behind. As I told you, this car comes with the rear exit, and also if there is something that you are towing, also we have the tow here that you can just plug in. You can find it at the paradisehub.co.ke. We have all this description there. And if you want to import any other car, or maybe there's a trim that you want, just give us a call. We will discuss with you and we will help you import. Also, if you have a car that you have spotted in any website in the UK, we have our team in UK who will go check that car before even you start doing any payment. So if you want to import a car that you have just found in our website in the UK or in Japan, just give us a call. We will handle all that for you, so you can let's be assured that you are not guessing. You are doing what is right and you are confident, and that is how you import your car with confidence. Our guys in the UK, they go, they check that car, they inspect the paperwork, the documentation, and once they tell us that the car is okay, now you can do the payment and then we'll ship the car to you. Thank you guys. Until next time, we meet again.